Imagine walking through a bustling carnival. The air smells of burnt sugar, neon lights flash rhythmically, and a mix of music and mechanical noise floods your senses. Amidst this chaos, a charming voice cuts through, calling directly to you. You turn to see a modest booth. No complex machinery, no flashing electronics, just a table covered in felt, and on it, a large painted red circle. This is the stage for one of the most deceptive con games in history. Spot the spot, or cover the red. The premise is seductively simple. The operator hands you 5 small metal discs and makes a proposition that sounds too good to pass up. Cover the red circle, he says with a grin. If you can drop these discs so that no red paint is showing, you win the grand prize. Your eyes drift to the back of the booth. There, gleaming under the lights, is the latest iPhone or a high-end Samsung, boxed and sealed. The entry fee is measly, maybe $5 or $10. Your brain quickly calculates the risk. Pocket change for a device worth $1,000. It feels like a steal. You think the operator is the one losing money, but this is exactly where the trap snaps shut. You step up. The geometry looks straightforward. The large red circle doesn't seem much bigger than the combined area of your discs. You think, I just need steady hands. You place the first disc, then the second, overlapping slightly to shield the red paint. You are focused. Then comes the final disc. You hover it over the gap, calculate the drop, and let go. It clatters onto the table. You lean in, expecting victory, but the operator points a finger. There, in the tiny intersection between the discs, a sliver of red creates a crescent moon of failure. Just a millimeter. This is the moment the game truly begins. Not on the table, but in your mind. You stare at that tiny gap. It feels like your own clumsiness, not a rigged game. You tell yourself you placed the second disc slightly too far left. The operator shakes his head sympathetically. Oh, so close. You almost had it, boss. Let me show you. With practiced hands that have performed this motion thousands of times, he sweeps the discs up and drops them back onto the circle. Clack, clack, clack. Like magic, the red circle is completely covered. He makes it look effortless, proving to your eyes that it is possible. This demonstration validates your belief that skill is the only missing variable. He smiles. See? Easy. Try again? I'll give you a discount. Here is the psychological hook. Almost made it. That thought keeps people playing again and again, and the house wins. That tiny sliver of red paint isn't an accident. It is a mathematical certainty. The ratio of the circle's diameter to the discs is calculated with geometric precision. While theoretically possible, the margin for error is effectively zero. You must drop the disc in a perfect geometric pattern. If you are off by a single millimeter on the first drop, the cumulative error makes it impossible to cover the space. The operator relies on muscle memory or hidden marks on the felt. You rely on visual estimation. But let's talk about the prize. That shiny smartphone that bypassed your logic. Let's peel back the plastic wrap on this scam. In the rare chance someone wins, what do they actually get? The reality is disappointing. These operators are not authorized retailers. That brand new phone is often a masterclass in deception. Yes, they give you a phone, but it is likely a second-hand used device or one that has been repaired. It might be a return with a dead battery, a cheap screen replacement, or water damage. In the worst cases, the box is weighted with a brick to feel like a phone. They are giving you a $50 piece of junk that looks like a $1,000 prize. Even when you win, you lose. The operator watches you fumble with your wallet. He knows the sunk cost fallacy. You've spent $20. If you walk away, you're down 20 with nothing. But spend 10 more, and you might get the phone. So you spend it. The operator feeds your ego. You have the touch, don't let it beat you. He is not a host. He is a predator, milking your frustration. Every time you miss by a millimeter, your brain releases dopamine because you were close. You aren't paying for a chance to win. You are paying for the illusion of competence. Eventually, you run out of cash. You walk away empty-handed, convinced that if you moved one disc a bit to the right, you'd have that iPhone. But the truth is, the moment you stepped up to the table, the money was already gone. The game isn't designed to be played, it's designed to be paid.